Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. So I know this video was late, very late, but it's before midnight, so technically it's still a Monday. So I was unable to do this last night because I was tired. I just wasn't feeling good, and then work the next morning, so I wasn't able to get this out. But it's out now, and I get to talk about the thing I've been waiting to talk about, and my excitement and my disappointment. That's right, I am the AMDM Lee. This is my cup of coffee, and you're watching BridgeWater Nights. Oh. Alright, so if you remember way back, the last thing, now granted, move some on the floor, it's probably very loud. Granted, this will contain spoilers for Curse of Strahd. I give you a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so those are, you've had your warning. Alright, so our players have been in the thing. So the last thing they did after defeating Baba Saga, they decided they needed, since where their location was, they might as well go and try to talk to the Mad Mage of Montebank. So they do. There's a slight scuffle there as he proceeds to yell out, you know, "You're coming for me, I'm not going to let you, you'll never take me alive, coppers." Basically, he goes through and gives them what fors, and they eventually calm him down to a point where he casts a Magnificent Mansion, goes inside. But I played it up very much crazy old mountain dude. So they go inside them. The Magnificent Mansion is run down. It's like a warehouse hovel type thing. It's just horrid. And I said it's also very MC Escher. The stairs. So as they're procuring around, I had them find a potion of greater restoration to help along with the thing, because I knew nobody had greater restoration as a spell, and I wanted this to be something interesting because I had something planned. So eventually they had gotten through it, and then so they start off this game. Now 2 of my players were unable to make it. One of them was sick. One of them they were sick, and the other one had an animal that was sick. So hey, you got to take care of them. So I was down 2 players, so it was a short game. So we start off, they wake, and they're trying to figure out how crazy this guy is, if he's going to remember them now that once he wakes up. So short little dialogue later, they convince him to drink the potion, and with the magics that had already been performed and such, I had him remember who he was. And he steps outside looking for his staff and his book. And then in an instant, his clothes change from the rags that he was wearing to regal wizardry robes, much like those seen by the professors at the School of Magic in BridgeWater. And on Long Street, very powerful mage turns back around and walks right back into the Magnificent Mansion, which has now been 100% restored on the inside. So the party continues to do this, and they're talking and finding out what he's doing, and he's like, I've had a battle with Strahd, but I believe I've taken care. I can't let him find my sword or my staff in my book. I'm not sure exactly where. I don't remember exactly where I've placed them, but I've got to go find them. So they finally, right before he leaves, he goes, I thank y'all for getting me the potion that was going to restore me, blah, 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 blah. And so here you go. And he hands them a chest. Thank you very much. And then, by the way, one of them goes, by the way, what is your name? And he goes, oh, my name? I am Mordekainen. My son, my oldest son, flips. He's like, wow! He's like arms up in the air. He's all excited and happy. And the other people are like, in character, they're all like, who's Mordekainen? I don't know, some wizard. But out of character, they were excited because they met Mordekainen. So he gives them a box and then goes, if I can help you, if I find my staff in my book on time, when you confront Strahd again, I will be there. Now, mind you, my party is moving along at a fairly quick pace. They're able to, because they're higher levels than most of the adventurers setups. So they're moving along at a fairly decent click. So now there is this chest, this crate. And in the process, I give them this. Now this is something I picked up at Barnes & Noble. Within this were some puzzles, wooden puzzles, little puzzle pieces. Well, to get into the box is a puzzle. It didn't take long for me to figure out how to do it, but I figured it out. I mean, it took a few minutes, but it's got a little container inside, and inside this container, I'm not going to show the whole thing up because that would just spoil it for somebody else if they have it. But inside the container, there was 3 chambers, one for each of these puzzles. So within this chamber, I placed coins, because I have coins from fantasy coins that I've collected through different Kickstarters and subscription boxes and things like that. Put coins. I put a physical object that wasn't a coin that's related to a magic object, which I will talk about later. And I put a note in there about a magic item that I couldn't make a physical object of. So now they have this box, and they're trying to figure it up while they're going about their little business. So then Clay, my wife's character, Clay, he grabs the box. He's like, let me see this. Well, she, the player, takes it and starts shaking the box. Just shaking it around. The weight of the coins and her shaking the box caused the lid to open. I didn't take that into account while doing this, that she was going to be slamming this thing around, and that the weight of the coins, because I filled up the thing with coins, was going to open the box. So headcanon, they couldn't figure out how to open the box, so Clay takes it and smashes it on the ground. That's what it boils down to. They couldn't figure out the puzzle, so they broke the box. Pure and simple. So Clay opened my brute force thing that I've been waiting for. It was one of those, this is so cool, I wanted them to figure it out, and it was just going to be awesome. And then it was broken by somebody who hates puzzles, and just kind of anticlimactic for me, but it was kind of funny. The the objects in the box were the coins, and a couple of magic items that will aid them in their quest. So they go from there. They end up going to the tower, the Von Richten's tower. They set off the thing a couple of times on that, the trap. They didn't collapse the tower, but they did meet up with Esmeralda and talked with her for a little bit, and she has agreed to give them a lift back to the Wizard of Winery. They did read, Clay did reading the journal entry from Von Richten, and they pretty much left it at that. They did throw the animated armor out the window as soon as it started to move. So it's been interesting. Now we left off with them reaching back to the Wizard of Wines. They're going to, at this point, I imagine they're going to be returning the pine cones, the objects, back to the winery, and then I think they're headed to the Abbey. But that's it. It's a little bit longer than I normally do. I apologize for that. It's been a weird week. But if you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else will like them, please click on the share button. Every like's an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. Help me gain 300 experience points so I can get to second level. And as always, the AMDM does hereby authorize you, the viewer, to gain 10 experience points for every video that you share. Just tell your DM the AMDM said so. Also, come check me out on Facebook. I'm trying to Facebook more. That's where I can do my DM and stuff. I may be doing a streamed, or at least recorded and then streamed later thing, the MD game, and I might need some internet players. That's all I got for now, guys. Yep, go forth and roll some dice.